If you're afraid you're gonna fail your CDL test, this video is for you. Maurice Bay, the Helpful Trucker here. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I put out helpful trucking videos, but most importantly, I put out helpful videos. If you got a CDL test coming up and you are afraid that you're going to fail, you're really nervous, well past nervous, you're afraid that you're gonna fail the test. There is no need to be afraid that you're going to fail. And here's why. If you're afraid that you're going to mess up on your backups, you're not gonna be able to get the trailer in the hole like you need to, or you're afraid that you are not gonna do the pre-trip inspection correctly, you're gonna leave stuff out, or you're afraid that you're not gonna do good on the road tests or the air brake test. If you're afraid of any of that, from one trucker to another, the reason there's no need to be afraid is because you're gonna take the test and you're either gonna pass or you're gonna fail. Now what I'm gonna say is, it may come across as being a little bit harsh, but it's not, so just hear me out. If you fail the test, you need to consider the idea that you don't need to be behind the wheel just yet. If you're afraid that you're not gonna execute the backups correctly or you're gonna mess up on the road test, then that's a clear indication that you're not ready to be behind the wheel, in which case you want to fail. The last thing you want to happen is to luck up passing your CDL test. Just happen to get it right that time and then get out on the road and discover that you really don't need to be out on the road. So in short, instead of being afraid that you'll fail the test, be afraid that you will be on the road before you're ready to drive the truck. Because that fear will drive you to get to know what you're doing before you drive the truck, before you get out on the road in a real life situation. And if you know what you're doing before that, then you're less likely to be afraid that you're gonna fail the test. You may be a little nervous that you're gonna fail the test, but you won't be afraid if you know that you know how to drive the truck, if you know that you know how to back up the truck, and if you know that you know the different parts of the truck. From one trucker to another, not trying to instill any fear in you or anything, but this is most certainly advice that could save your life and the lives of others, because when truckers tear up stuff on the road, normally they don't just tear up their own truck, they tear up a lot of other stuff as well. So if you're afraid that you're gonna fail your CDL test, or you're gonna fail any part of your CDL test, let that be the motivation to go to work, to concentrate and bear down and really apply yourself as far as getting to know and understand the truck before you get out on the road. This is most definitely serious business out here, so make sure you take it seriously. And remember, it's not about being afraid that you're gonna fail. That is the minor issue. The major issue is your life and that you're safe on the road once you get your CDL. Maurice Bay, the Helpful Trucker here. For more helpful CDL tips, go here or consider subscribing to my YouTube channel right here. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but instead you chose to be here with me, and I really appreciate that.